What up, motherfuckers? This is Mr. Headquarters of the motherfucking crew. And this is another motherfucking sports edition of the motherfucking podcast. It's halftime right now in the NBA Finals, Game 2. Wanted to get on here real quickly and talk about this series. I didn't get a chance to talk about this series just yet. But Boston and Golden State, teams I did not predict to be up in these finals, but it's been a good matchup so far. I think Golden State has been kind of caught off guard by how good Boston is so far, and they kind of realizing how good that defense is. But I'm gonna get to my picks. That I originally made before the finals started. So give me a second to get that together. But first thing first, game one was interesting because Jaylen Brown didn't play. Not Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum didn't play well in game one, and Boston still won. Jaylen Brown and Al Horford stepped up and was pretty consistent in the game, and helped them in there. Also, the defense also helped them steal game one. Now, Golden State only had Steph Curry really went off in that game, but they need a lot of. They had some interesting players in this game that started off for them because they was in the lead for the most part of the game. Playing Iguodala early, I was surprised with that. But I mean, it didn't hurt them early on, so I guess it didn't matter that much. But I was just surprised with some of the matches that Steve Kerr threw out there to start the game. But no Kevin Looney, like as much as I would expect it. I mean, I figured they would use him a lot in this game, in that first game. So interesting how they kind of started the game one of the finals off. I guess they were trying to kind of see what kind of game plan Boston was going to throw at them. But I don't know. I think it was kind of weird. But now you had somebody like Klay Thompson wasn't playing that good, wasn't hitting the shots. The threes just wasn't falling as much for Golden State later on. Now, what was funny, though, is that fourth quarter that it came up where Boston was down like about 15 points. And I think like around the 10-minute mark is when they started to come back. They just went on a run, and then like towards like the 8-minute mark, they was already back almost close to either tying the game up or like in striking distance. So like I think they even took the lead at one point, right, around that point. But anyway, they around that 10-minute mark, that's when they kind of started, because when the fourth quarter started, Golden State was in full control. They had no issues. They looked like there was gonna be a blowout. And it kind of goes into what my pick was originally that I had predicted for this finals. Before everything got to this point, originally I had stated that the Warriors was going to win in 5. Warriors in 5. That's what I call. And I'm still sticking to that, Warriors in 5. And I'm going to say this why. Despite Golden State losing game 1, despite them not looking like their normal selves, everybody pretty much except Steph. Steph was the only one that showed up. And I still think that this team is going to pull through, though, despite that first game. Looking at where we at right now, halftime, Golden State is up 52-50. I think the game actually is started by now. But I'm surprised by how close Boston's been keeping this game. But I think Jaylen Brown was cooking early in the first quarter. Jason Tatum has been pretty much been staying key all game. He got 21 points to start off the third quarter. But I think Golden State is going to win this game They already getting chippy. They already getting the angry, weird Draymond Green shit. Draymond being Draymond and shit. But that's what you want, though. You want Draymond to, pull out all the bullshit out his bag, and get under the other team's skin. Between him and Robert Williams, it's been kind of funny watching them two go in the paint head to head. But I want to see this. I want to see if Boston can keep this up. Jaylen Brown looks like nobody can really check him on Golden State side. So if I was Boston, I would keep a heavy dose of Jaylen Brown. Yeah, let Jason Tatum kind of facilitate and get his points where he can get them, but I think Jaylen Brown is the key for Boston to win. Now, going into this third quarter, though, Al Horford ain't had no points. Al Horford ain't got no points. So, I'm wondering if he can't get going for them, he's like their third option. If you can't get Al Horford going against this team, which I think is a mistake that they should be trying to use and get him in the offense as fast as possible. Boston, they need to get him involved in the offense. So, but I'm still sticking to what I said. I think Golden State should be able to take care of this game. The odds going into that's right. So the odds for this series going into game one, Golden State was -3.5. And we saw the end result there. They lost by 6. So going into game 2, the favorite -4.5. So it's crazy that they gave him an extra point despite losing an upset in game 1. So the experts, everybody expects Golden State to still win this series. I think a lot of people had it in 7 games. I just don't see Boston holding. I think Boston has a great offense. Even better defense. But I think I don't think they have enough. Now, yeah, they kind of beat Golden State at what they was at their normal game in game 1. But I feel like they're not going to be able to keep that up. And I also got to stick to my original pick. Look, I think Boston has done a lot that a lot of teams probably couldn't have. They went out and beat KD and Kyrie in Brooklyn. They swept them, matter of fact. Then they went out and beat the champs in Milwaukee, which that was my original finals pick. And then they went out and beat the number 1 seed in Miami. So, I mean, they did pretty much everything you needed them to do to look like they should be the contender coming out the East. They did everything. They beat the most talented team. They beat the defending champs. And they beat the number 1 seeded team, the best team in the regular season coming out the East. So, I mean, they checked off all the boxes that you expected them to do. So, yeah, I think I might have devalued their presence in this finals a little bit, but I'm still sticking to what I'm saying. I'm still thinking that Golden State is the superior team as far as, top heavy. I feel like Golden State just has a better cast. Now, we'll see what happens, but I'm sticking to Warriors in 5. I'm sticking to Warriors in 5. So we're going to see what's going to happen. I might go back live again after this game is over with. We'll see what time frame I'm looking at. But in the meantime, that's all I got for now for this halftime. I just wanted to pop in here. But also, we're going to be back. I'm going to be back this coming Tuesday with another live. I'll update everybody on my IG account. On the IG account, on the motherfucking pod IG account of when I'm going to go live. So be on the lookout for that. Also, be on the lookout for a new episode of the motherfucking podcast dropping Tuesday. Motherfucking Feelings is dropping. So make sure y'all go to the website, download that motherfucker. Make sure y'all go to all audio podcast platforms. iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Spotify, all the motherfuckers, the Black Podcast app. Make sure y'all tune in. Download the motherfuckers. Downloads helps our streams. If you really want to support us, download the motherfuckers. Also, make sure you get the hats. We got the motherfucking black and red hats just coming out. You know what I'm saying? So we also got the NOLA edition. Make sure you get the NOLA edition from all our 504 people. Also, make sure you get the dog tags, the shirts, get the merch. So make sure you check all that out on our website at themfnpod.com. With that being said, I'm still, like I said, Warriors in 5. Fight me about it. Warriors in 5. I'm still calling that shit. But anyway, be on the lookout for motherfucking films. And also be on the lookout for another Sports Edition episode between myself, EJ the DJ, and Lingo, Mike Thomas from the Lingo podcast. That's going to be dropping soon. So be on the lookout for that too. But you already know what it is. It's the motherfucking pod.